Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We're so happy you're here today. If you're listening with us, you're already taking a great step to improve your English. I'm Emily.
And I'm Daniel. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. We hope you're feeling relaxed and ready for a fun conversation.
Today, we're going to talk about hobbies. I think this is one of the easiest and most useful topics in English.
I agree. People often ask, what are your hobbies? Or what do you like to do in your free time? So it's a great topic to practice.
Exactly. And don't worry if you're a beginner. Just listen, enjoy the conversation, and try to notice useful words and expressions. You don't have to understand every single word.
That's right. Just relax and listen. The more you listen, the more natural English becomes.
So, Daniel, let's begin with a simple question. What is your favorite hobby?
That's a good question, Emily. I actually have a few hobbies, but my favorite one is photography.
Oh, really? Photography sounds interesting. When did you start?
I started about 3 years ago. At first, I only used my phone camera. I enjoyed taking pictures during walks. Later, I bought a small camera, and now I use it almost every weekend.
That's nice. So you didn't begin with an expensive camera.
No, not at all. I think many people believe they need expensive equipment, but that's not true. A phone camera is enough to start.
I like that idea. Sometimes people wait for the perfect time or the perfect equipment, but it's better to just begin.
Exactly. You learn by doing.
I enjoy photography too, but only sometimes. I usually take pictures when I travel or when I see a beautiful sunset.
Sunsets are always beautiful. They never look exactly the same.
That's true. Sometimes the sky is orange, sometimes pink, and sometimes purple. Every picture feels different.
Emily, what would you say is your biggest hobby?
I think reading is my biggest hobby. I really enjoy reading novels.
Nice. Do you read every day?
I try to. Sometimes I read for 20 minutes before bed. Other days I read for an hour if I have more free time.
That's a good habit.
Yes, I think so. Reading helps me relax after a busy day.
What kind of novels do you like?
I like mystery stories the most. I enjoy trying to guess what will happen next.
Oh, I like mystery stories too. Sometimes I think I know the answer, but then the ending surprises me.
Me too. I always tell myself, I know who did it, and then I'm completely wrong.
That happens to me all the time. Maybe we're not very good detectives.
I think you're right. We should probably keep our day jobs.
I agree. Solving mysteries sounds easier in movies than in real life.
Speaking of movies, do you think watching movies can be a hobby?
Absolutely. Some people watch movies just for fun, while others really study them. They notice the music, the acting, and even the camera work.
That's true. My brother can watch the same movie 3 or 4 times.
Really? The same movie?
Yes. I always ask him, don't you already know what happens?
And what does he say?
He says, yes, but I notice something new every time.
That's actually understandable. Sometimes you enjoy different parts when you watch a movie again.
That's a good point. Emily, do you think hobbies are important?
Yes, I do. I think hobbies help us enjoy life more. Work and school are important, but we also need something that makes us smile.
I couldn't agree more. A hobby gives you something to look forward to after a busy day.
Exactly. Even 30 minutes can make a difference.
Some people say they don't have enough free time for hobbies.
Yes, I hear that a lot.
What do you think?
I understand it. Life can be very busy. But I also think a hobby doesn't have to take hours. You can read a few pages, take a short walk, draw a small picture, or practice the guitar for 15 minutes.
That's true. Small steps are still steps.
Exactly. A hobby should make you feel happy, not stressed.
I like that. It shouldn't feel like another job.
Right. We already have enough responsibilities.
Emily, have you ever tried painting? Yes, but only once.
How did it go?
Well, let's just say my painting didn't look like the beautiful picture I imagined.
Really?
I wanted to paint a lovely mountain and a lake. In the end, it looked more like a giant potato next to a puddle.
That's funny. Maybe it was modern art.
That's exactly what my friend said. She looked at it for a few seconds and said, "Very creative."
That's a kind answer.
It was. I think she was trying not to laugh.
We've all been there. I remember my first photographs. Some were too dark and others were blurry.
Really? I thought you were naturally good at photography.
Not at all. My first photos weren't very good, but I kept practicing.
That's encouraging. It's nice to remember that everyone starts somewhere.
Exactly. Nobody becomes great on the first day.
That's true for almost every hobby.
Yes, whether it's reading, photography, painting, cooking, or playing an instrument, practice makes a big difference.
Speaking of cooking, do you enjoy cooking as a hobby?
I do. I don't cook every day, but I enjoy trying new recipes on weekends.
Oh, that's interesting. What do you usually cook?
I like making pasta. It's simple, but you can change the sauce, the vegetables, or the cheese. Every meal feels a little different.
That sounds delicious.
Sometimes it is.
Sometimes?
Well, not every recipe is successful.
Oh, no. Tell me what happened.
One time I added far too much salt. I took one bite and immediately knew something was wrong.
What did you do?
I looked at the recipe again and realized I had added the salt twice.
Oh, Daniel.
I know. I was talking on the phone while I was cooking. That wasn't a very smart idea.
So you learned something important.
Yes, if I'm trying a new recipe, I focus on the cooking first and answer phone calls later.
That's good advice. I sometimes make mistakes in the kitchen, too.
Really? Like what?
Well, one time I forgot I was making tea. I was reading my mystery novel, and I became so interested in the story that I completely forgot about the water.
Let me guess, the water was gone.
Exactly. The kettle was empty, and my tea never happened.
That's what happens when a book is too interesting.
It really was. Good books can make you forget the time.
That's one reason reading is such a wonderful hobby.
I agree. And it's nice that hobbies can be so different. Some people enjoy reading quietly, while others love photography, cooking, sports, or music.
That's true. Everyone has something that makes them happy. And sometimes trying a new hobby can help you discover a new passion.
I like that idea.
One day my neighbor gave me a small plant. I didn't know much about plants, but I wanted to take care of it.
So that little plant started your new hobby?
Exactly. At first, I only had one plant on my balcony. Then I bought another one and another one. Now I have quite a few.
That's amazing. What do you like about gardening?
I like watching the plants grow. It doesn't happen overnight, so you have to be patient. Every week I notice a small change, and that makes me happy.
That sounds very relaxing.
It really is. After a busy day, watering the plants helps me slow down.
Do you ever forget to water them?
Sometimes. I'm only human.
That's good to hear. I thought your plants lived a perfect life.
Not at all. Sometimes I look at a plant and think, oh no, I forgot about you yesterday.
Poor little plant.
Don't worry, I usually remember before it's too late.
That's good. I've never tried gardening, but I do enjoy having flowers at home.
Flowers make a room feel brighter.
They really do. They also make the house smell nice.
Emily, if you could learn a completely new hobby this year, what would you choose?
That's a difficult question. I think I'd like to learn how to play the piano.
Really? Why the piano?
I've always loved piano music. It sounds calm and beautiful. Whenever I hear someone playing, I stop and listen.
I understand. Piano music can change your mood.
Exactly. Sometimes it helps me relax, other times it gives me energy.
Have you ever played before?
Only a little. I learned a few simple songs when I was younger, but I forgot most of them.
That's okay. You could always start again.
I know. Maybe one day I will.
I hope you do. Learning something new is always exciting.
What about you? Is there a hobby you've always wanted to try?
Yes, I'd like to learn surfing someday.
Surfing? That sounds adventurous.
It does, doesn't it?
Have you ever stood on a surfboard?
Never.
Then why surfing?
Every time I watch people surfing, they look so free. They're enjoying nature, the ocean, and the fresh air. It looks challenging, but also peaceful.
I think I'd spend most of my time in the water instead of on the board.
Honestly, I probably would too.
At least we'd have a good story afterward.
That's true. Sometimes funny memories are even better than perfect ones.
I like that way of thinking.
Emily, do your friends have hobbies that are very different from yours?
Yes, they do. One of my friends loves running.
Does she run every day?
Almost every morning, she wakes up early, puts on her running shoes, and goes to the park.
That's impressive.
It is. She says running clears her mind before work.
I've heard many people say that.
Another friend enjoys baking.
Oh, I like baking too, although I'm not very good at it.
Really? I thought you enjoyed cooking.
Cooking and baking are different.
That's true.
When I cook, I can change the recipe a little, but when I bake a cake, I have to follow the recipe carefully.
Otherwise, something goes wrong.
Exactly. One time my cake looked beautiful, but it tasted very strange.
What happened?
I forgot to add sugar.
No way!
Yes, it looked perfect on the outside.
And on the inside?
It tasted like sweet bread without the sweet part.
That's unforgettable.
My family was very kind.
What did they say?
They smiled and said, maybe next time.
That's a polite way to say it wasn't delicious.
Very polite.
Speaking of family, did your parents encourage your hobbies when you were a child?
Yes, they did. They always told me to try new things.
That's wonderful.
I played soccer for a few years, and I also learned to ride a bicycle when I was young.
Did you enjoy soccer?
I did, but I wasn't the best player.
You don't have to be the best to enjoy something.
Exactly. I wasn't trying to become a professional player. I just wanted to have fun with my friends.
I think that's an important point. What about you? What hobbies did you have as a child?
I loved drawing.
Really? Even though your mountain became a potato?
Yes, back then my drawings were a little better.
That's good to know.
I used to draw animals, flowers, and little houses. I spent hours with colored pencils.
Do you still draw now?
Not very often. Life became busier and I slowly stopped.
Do you miss it?
Sometimes I do. When I see children drawing, I remember how much fun it was.
Maybe you should start again.
Maybe you're right. It doesn't have to be perfect.
Exactly. A hobby isn't about being perfect, it's about enjoying the time.
That's such a good reminder.
I think many adults forget that.
Yes, sometimes people think they're too old to begin something new.
But that's not true at all.
I agree. You can start reading, gardening, photography, cooking, painting, or learning music at almost any age.
The first step is simply deciding to begin.
That's often the hardest part.
After that, it gets easier because you're enjoying yourself.
Emily, do you think hobbies can help people make new friends?
Definitely. Why do you think so?
Because hobbies give people something to talk about. If two people enjoy photography, they can share pictures and ideas. If they both enjoy reading, they can recommend books to each other.
That's true.
The conversation starts naturally because they already have something in common.
I've noticed that too.
Have you ever made a friend because of one of your hobbies?
Yes, actually. A few months ago, I visited a small bookstore.
I already like this story.
I was looking at the mystery novels, and another customer picked up the same book.
Really?
Yes, we both smiled, and I asked, "Have you read this author before?"
That's a simple question.
It was. We started talking about books, favorite stories, and even our favorite places to read.
That's nice.
We talked for almost 20 minutes.
Wow.
And before we left, we exchanged phone numbers. Now we meet once a month to talk about books.
That's a wonderful example. Your hobby helped you make a new friend.
Exactly. I wasn't planning to meet anyone that day.
Sometimes the best friendships begin with a simple conversation.
I couldn't agree more.
Speaking of simple conversations, there's another hobby that many people enjoy today, especially with technology. Can you guess what I'm thinking about?
Let me think. Is it gaming?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I know so many people who enjoy gaming. Some play on their phones, some use a computer, and others prefer a game console.
Me too. Gaming has become a very popular hobby.
Do you play games very often?
Not every day. I usually play once or twice a week, mostly on the weekend.
What kind of games do you like?
I enjoy puzzle games and adventure games. Puzzle games make me think, and adventure games let me explore new places.
That sounds fun. I'm not a big gamer, but I do enjoy simple games on my phone.
What kind?
Mostly word games. They help me relax, and sometimes I learn a new word.
That's a nice combination. You're having fun and learning at the same time.
Exactly. I don't always notice it, but I'm practicing while I'm playing.
I think that's one reason hobbies are so valuable. They help us improve different skills without feeling like hard work.
That's true. Reading helps your imagination. Photography helps you notice small details. Gardening teaches patience. Cooking teaches planning. Gaming can improve problem solving.
And every hobby gives us something enjoyable to do.
Speaking of learning, do you think hobbies can help people learn English?
Absolutely.
How?
Well, imagine someone enjoys cooking. They can watch cooking videos in English, read simple recipes, and learn food vocabulary naturally.
That's a great example.
Or someone who enjoys photography can watch English videos about cameras, nature, or travel.
Right. They're learning English because they're interested in the topic.
Exactly. Interest makes learning easier.
That's why it's a good idea to connect English with your hobbies.
I couldn't agree more.
I enjoy reading simple English books from time to time. When the story is interesting, I almost forget I'm practicing English.
The same thing happens to me with podcasts.
Really?
Yes, I enjoy listening to podcasts while I'm walking or doing simple work at home.
That's a great habit.
It is. Even 20 minutes a day can make a difference.
I think many of our students are doing that right now.
I hope so.
If you are, you're doing a wonderful job. Every time you listen to English, you're becoming more familiar with the language.
And don't worry if you don't understand everything.
Exactly. Try to listen for words you already know, then listen again another day. You'll probably notice even more.
That's how progress happens, little by little.
Daniel, let's imagine someone says, "I don't have a hobby." What would you tell them?
I tell them to stay curious.
I like that.
They don't need to find the perfect hobby immediately. They can try different activities.
Like reading a short book,
Or taking pictures during a walk.
trying a simple recipe,
Growing a small plant.
learning a few guitar chords,
Visiting a local museum.
going for a bike ride.
Keeping a small journal.
Exactly. Sometimes one small activity becomes a hobby before you even realize it.
That's true. We don't always choose our hobbies. Sometimes our hobbies find us.
I really like that idea.
Me too.
Before we finish, let's think about everything we've talked about today.
We talked about photography,
Reading mystery novels,
gardening and watching plants grow,
cooking and making very salty pasta.
Please don't remind everyone about that.
I had to.
Fair enough.
We also talked about baking.
And my famous cake without sugar.
That story still makes me smile.
At least my family was very kind.
We talked about drawing,
Playing the piano,
surfing someday,
running in the morning,
gaming,
podcasts,
reading in English.
and how hobbies can help us make new friends.
I think one important idea came up again and again today.
Which one?
You don't have to be perfect to enjoy a hobby.
That's true.
You don't need expensive equipment.
You don't have to be the best.
You don't need hours of free time.
You just need a little curiosity and a willingness to begin.
I think that's a message many people need to hear.
Me too.
Sometimes people compare themselves with others.
Yes, especially online.
They see amazing photos, beautiful paintings, or perfect meals.
But they don't see the beginner stage.
Exactly. Everyone starts somewhere.
Even photographers take blurry pictures at first.
Even cooks burn food sometimes.
Even readers don't finish every book they start.
Even gardeners lose a plant now and then.
That's completely normal.
The important thing is to enjoy the journey.
And to keep learning.
Daniel, I have one last question for you.
Go ahead.
If you had one free day with no work, no meetings, and no plans, how would you spend it?
That's easy.
I'm listening.
I'd wake up without an alarm.
That already sounds nice.
Then I'd make a good breakfast, grab my camera, and take a long walk in a park or near a lake.
That sounds peaceful.
I'd take lots of photographs, stop for a coffee, maybe read a few pages of a book, and enjoy the fresh air.
I like that plan.
In the evening, I'd cook dinner with my family and probably end the day with a good movie.
That sounds like a perfect day.
What about you, Emily?
I'd also wake up slowly.
Good start.
I'd make a cup of tea, this time without forgetting it.
That's important.
Then I'd find a quiet place, read my mystery novel, visit a bookstore, and maybe buy another book even though I already have too many.
I think many book lovers understand that feeling.
After that, I'd meet a friend for lunch, take a relaxing walk, and spend some time listening to music before going to bed.
That sounds wonderful.
I think we've learned something today.
What's that?
Hobbies don't have to be exciting every minute.
That's true.
Sometimes the simplest hobbies bring the most happiness.
I completely agree.
Well, Daniel, this was a really enjoyable conversation.
It certainly was, Emily. I always enjoy talking about everyday topics because they're useful for everyone.
And to all of our students listening, thank you so much for spending your time with us today.
We really appreciate it. Every conversation you listen to helps you become more confident in English.
Remember, don't worry about speaking perfectly.
Just keep listening, keep practicing, and keep enjoying the process.
Before we go, we'd love to hear from you.
Tell us in the comments, what is your favorite hobby and why do you enjoy it?
We can't wait to read your answers. They might even give other students ideas for a new hobby.
If you enjoyed practicing English with us today, please subscribe and join us again for another easy English conversation.
Thanks again for listening. Take care, keep smiling, and keep practicing your English.
Goodbye, everyone. We'll see you in the next conversation.